Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping. Tactical Nut here. Yes, back out in the woods. It has been a little while and it's been driving me crazy. So I had to get back out. This is the first chance I've had in a while. I am just going to go ahead and start with saying this. Went to Savannah last weekend with baby Glock and the wife and a friend of hers. Recorded the whole trip. It was her 13th birthday. It's what she wanted to do. We had an amazing time. I filmed all of it. And then when I went to go edit it, there was no sound. Zero. I had a microphone plugged into this GoPro and I've used it a bunch and it's always worked great, and for some reason I guess it just crapped out, and so I wasn't checking the clips as we were filming because a lot of them were just shorter clips and stuff like that. So I'll probably do a voiceover, but I'm just going to go ahead and apologize now if that one sucks. But it was an amazing trip, and so I hope I do it some justice. Right now I've already got camp set up because it is supposed to rain today. It was raining off and on the whole way here. So have you noticed I raised it up with my trekking poles, and I did make one shorter than the other. So in case it starts raining heavy, I can get the rain to funnel down that way. But that'll give me some room to sit under if it starts raining a lot, because my understanding from looking at the weather is 50-50, but it looks like the percentage is going up. So we'll see. Testing out the new Kelty pack. This was given to me by a guy named Tony. He goes by Lionheart Outdoors on Instagram, so please check him out. He is also a new member of CRG Outdoors, so definitely got to check that out too. I'll leave the links for our group down in the description below. Testing out the Eddie Bauer waterproof raincoats. Couldn't believe I didn't have one for a really long time. I am a, hold on a second, let me turn this around. A jacket addict, I guess you could almost say. Throughout my life, I've had a lot of coats because, one, I do not like being cold, and so I want to have a jacket that covered every kind of weather, and I did. But it was getting kind of excessive, so I gave away a bunch. And then, of course, I realized in the process I gave away my raincoat. So got that one not long ago. It's done well so far. I'm going to be testing this out, hopefully, if the rain does not get too crazy. It's for Primitive Fire. It's a bow drill set. Company sent me to test out, and I've been dying to have an opportunity to do so. So hopefully the weather will cooperate and it doesn't rain too crazy, and I can actually get this working. Because I do have a lot of faith in it. I think it's a really good idea. Getting a set that's pre-made that you can carry with you is always kind of cool, because it'll take the guesswork of, if you're out in the woods and you're getting the wrong kind of wood, or what you're getting is just too moist, you can't get to any dry, complications, or just for teaching people. So stay tuned, definitely gonna hook this up. I did bring out my new toy. I finally got the build completely done, and I got everything on it that I want, and I'm ready to rock and roll with it. I got a bunch of ammo. Kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to come out today is because I knew it was gonna rain, and usually when it rains, there's nobody out here. So as I pull up, Boy Scout troop was standing right over there. Hopefully, they moved off that way, so I'm gonna hike out that way. I'm gonna do some hiking around first because I really want to start getting some miles on the new Kelty, so I can get a feel for what that's like. It's an amazing pack. Just absolutely amazing. So thank you, Tony. That was awesome. You rock, brother. We got to get together real soon. Yes, have to go and talk about what I'm wearing. Hats, shirts. I think we're out of the camos, and I'm not sure if we're going to reorder. I'll find out, and I'll annotate down below. These are new shirts that we're getting in. Train to Live. Love it, love it. The group is growing, so you definitely got to check us out, because if you're like me, see, I'm out here by myself. Tony couldn't make it this weekend, so we're going to have to try to reschedule for another one. But yeah, just looking forward to this weekend so much. School's almost out, really going to start kicking into high gear with putting out videos and being out here. So going to have a lot going on. Yes, still testing out the Prandy axe. Loving this guy so far. I guess you could call it a hatchet, but works excellent so far, and loving it. All right, so I'm going to rearrange my pack. I'm going to get a snack because I, of course, typical Tactical Nut fashion, I have not eaten yet, and it's 11:15. So get some calories in me, and then I'm going to start hiking. I'm going to go look for a place that has a looks like good shooting location, get the new rifle sighted in, and then when it starts to get a little darker, a little later in the evening, go back and really start putting some rounds through it. All right, guys, get back to you in just a few. All right, so got some calories in me, hydrated a little, and now I'm heading out looking to see if I can find a decent shooting location for later on. As you can see, got the pack all worked out and ready to go. It's really comfortable. Definitely distributes weight really well. Of course, we're gonna know more over time, but it's got a ton of features. They really did it well. I think it's the Kelty Falcon 4000, if I'm not mistaken. It's in Kelty's military line. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting a lot of use out of it. Oh, forgot to start my GPS. I have really enjoyed using this. I got to spend more time with it and get it figured out of all the features that it has and everything that it can do, because I could read the manual, but I've just never done it. But extremely useful tool. I'm pretty much knowing where I'm going everywhere I go out here, but I do want to get some experience using this before I go to new places, and don't want to have to learn in a brand new environment. Let's just put it that way. That doesn't seem like it's nearly as smart. You do have to, when you first turn it on, you have to give it a minute or two to let it catch up to where you are, because typically what it does is where it pops up is where you were the last time you had it on. So we will give this just a minute as it's searching for me, and then hopefully the rain will hold off for a little while till I can scout out a new location. Sorry, this camera keeps moving. I grabbed the wrong selfie stick, and you can't really tighten down the little wheel that makes it spin. Yeah, hopefully the rain will hold out for a little while. Once it starts to rain, or if it does start to rain when I go shooting, that I don't mind at all, because I want to test out the waterproof capability on the optic, and then of course, just shooting in the rain on the rifle. This pack does come with a pack cover, so I can pull that out, and of course I brought the rain jacket just in case. But I would really, honestly, until I get it sighted in, really want the rain to hold out until then. All right, give you a kind of view instead of just my ugly face. That's where we're headed. I think up here on the left, a little ways, it might be a good spot, because it leads to like a little open field out there. So I'm going to check it out and see if it has a good safe backdrop, and then we'll go from there. Just walking along the trail and found this little guy. Actually just was starting to step on him thinking it was a rock, and I looked down and saw his little head shoot inside the shell. Realized I probably shouldn't keep stepping on it. Cute little guy. Do see I've seen a few turtles out here, not a whole lot, but do come across them from time to time. Guess I should let this little guy go so he can go back to his happy little life in the woods. Actually, I'm gonna go back this way and put him near water. He might like that a little more. All right, just thought, neat little find. All right, so it's starting to rain, and I just realized I left the waterproof case for this back at camp. So I'm gonna have to put the camera up. I'm gonna throw the rain cover on, get my raincoat out. It's pretty hot and very humid, so I may not put it on because that'll just get really sweaty. But if it starts raining too hard, I guess I'll have to, but we'll see. Just kind of play it out one by ear. Maybe you can hear that. All right, Let's get this squared away. All right, so sun is back out. It has stopped raining, at least for now. I think I found a couple of good spots to set up and shoot later. Hopefully, hold on. Sorry about that. Looked like the lens was fogging up. But yeah, it's been a great hike out today. It's getting pretty humid now that the rain quit. And the temperature's going up. Other than that, man, it's been nice. This pack feels great. Definitely impressed with it so far. I've only seen a few people out, 2 people on a bike and 1 runner. So not many out here today, but not that I expected many with the weather. Actually, it was kind of my hope and anticipation. So, let you get a look at what I'm seeing. Alrighty. Get back to you soon. Alright guys, I think I'm not too far from the trailhead that I took. Seen a few good ravines since then that I didn't notice last time on the way through or way out. Might be a couple of good spots. And it's just been nice being out here today listening to nature. Lots of birds. Seen multiple large lizards. That's not what I normally see around here. I normally see these teeny tiny little salamanders and stuff, but I saw a couple that were, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches long at least. Not your average critter that I see, but for now. And a lot of trail here. I keep thinking about these sandals and how to recommend them with wearing this kind of a pack. And if you're hiking in areas like this where you have a lot of protruding rocks and roots and stuff, not sure I'm going to recommend it, but there's portions of the different trails that I took today that are just like dirt and pine straw and stuff like that, and it's 100% fine on those. And even like this, it's not too bad. But if there's multiple areas that I hike through that just have a lot of large rocks, and I didn't really notice it much when just wearing a hydration pack, but with the additional weight, definitely stands out a little more. But this is the first time trying out these sandals with this much weight on, so after trying it some more, I'll give a full report, but hopefully it won't be too much longer before I get to do the review on these shoes. I mean, I've had them for a year, like I said earlier, but I wanted to get a lot of wear because I figured it'd be something it's more of a lifestyle change than just changing shoes, you know. It's a completely different feel to it. All right. Probably be back at camp in about a half hour. Let's see, it's 2 o'clock now. Yeah, maybe about a half hour. Then I'm gonna eat, relax for a little bit, and then we're going shooting. Alright, so back from hiking, getting ready to crank up the old Trangia so that I can eat, because I am starving and I needed some caffeine. I have not had any at all today. It's refreshing. Excuse me. Even if it is diet, in case you haven't seen in other videos, I have pretty much given up sugar. It's very rare that I have it. And so when it comes to soft drinks, if I have any of those, I usually just drink Diet Dr. Pepper. That seems to be my favorite. It's the one with the least nasty aftertaste. I guess you could, best way to put it. Of course, on the way here, I realized I forgot my utensils. 3 different bags I brought. Usually I keep something in any of them, or all of them. And somehow I had it in none of them. I stopped by Walmart and picked up, they're like 88 cents for a set, so yeah, I'm not gonna cry. Oh, come on. I gotta clean this bad boy up. There. Got too many ridges on that thing. I mean, I use it so much. Can't believe I haven't cleaned it up before now. But been using the Bravin speaker. I gotta say, I love this thing. Puts out some really awesome sound. I have it hooked to an old iPod, so it's not really, how should we say, waterproof at this point, because you have to connect it with auxiliary cable. If you have a Bluetooth, like iPod, MP3 player, phone, something like that you could use, would be completely waterproof. Unfortunately, my iPod is old, almost as old as Baby Glock, if maybe not older. And I just don't ever store any music on my phone, so I can't use it that way, but I mean, I don't really care too much. I don't mind hooking speaker. Let's see if this thing's. It's the only bad thing about, or downside to a Trangias over alcohol stoves is sometimes you just can't see the flame. But you can start to hear it. And I'm just going to go with the old reliable ramen noodles. They're good, they're easy, somewhat filling. And then I got a bunch of other snacks. I got a couple of things of the ramen noodles if I need them. I do love these little silicone cups. I got one of these from Walmart, these little collapsible ones. I think they were like $1.50, something like that. Really inexpensive, but man, they're actually really nice in the morning with coffee and other drinks like that, other hot drinks. And then of course they're very lightweight and compactable, which is nice as well. And I really wish I'd have brought my chair. Oh, got a new knife to test out. It's the Two Sons is the name of the company. I do not know the name of the model. This was given to me as a gift. Has D2 blade steel, titanium handle scales, frame lock. And my buddy, when he sent it, he did send it very sharp. As I don't know if you'll be able to tell the nice band-aid I got going on right here. I was cutting something just as my dog, Tactical Pup, decided to come up and lick me in the face. And so as I was cutting through it, he hit me in the face and then right in my leg. So that was nice. Got that going for me, right? But I like the grind on this. It's really nice. Action is smooth. I mean, I don't have any blade play in it whatsoever. He said he had some front to back, I think. Or side to side, I can't remember, but it's not there now. But yeah, I think this is gonna be awesome. Stay tuned for that review. And by the way, I got a lot of knife reviews getting ready to hit. I may just bite the bullet and then just put one out every couple of days because I've got a lot of them. And I need to get caught up on those. But for now, I'm just gonna jam out some tunes. Whoops, wait for my noodles to cook. Relax for a little while. And then pew pew time. All right, guys, I'll get back to you after 8. All right, so it's a little after 5, about 5:10. I just got done cutting up a whole bunch of firewood. Well, not a huge amount, but I don't need a big fire tonight. I just want one to be able to keep going so the keep the bugs away, because mosquitoes have been out in force. Actually, even the last time I was out hiking, there was a point where I passed through a swarm of them, so I kept going. But then for literally probably a mile, every time I would stop, that swarm must have just followed me, because they would all just start surrounding, swirling me, going nuts. And I'm like, I'd have to sprint away for a second, and then I'd keep walking and get to another spot, stop, and they'd swarm again. So this time, I sprayed all my clothing down. Well, I did that earlier with that Promethean, which, I think that's how you say it. Yeah, Promethean. This stuff is awesome, especially for chiggers and ticks. It will kill them, repels mosquitoes. I had sprayed my hammock down with it and stuff. Apparently it'll last for like 6 or 7 washes. I didn't know that at first, so I kept spraying it every time I would come out here last year. So that'll be good, because this is like 10 bucks. But now I got the rifle packed up. All I really have in it is the 511 2-banger with 4 mags in it. I got my eyes, ears. I got a tarp so I can lay on, so I can sight in the rifle a little bit later on. Just some water and snacks and stuff like that. So I'm gonna hike out with that. I took the lid off just because it wouldn't fit in there with that on, but for some reason it does start to rain. I can just put the pack cover over it and it'll keep it dry. I'm mainly just doing this so if I'm walking through the woods and I come across people, I know some people it will make them quite uncomfortable, and I'm just out to have a little fun. So at least it'll make it a little less obvious. But I've only seen a couple of people since this afternoon, and they've been on bikes and not going where I'm headed. So hopefully that'll all work out. All right, guys, I'm gonna get hiking so I can get some distance and a place to set up.